Every entrepreneur faces that same huge challenge. How do you get from a great idea to making a real impact? Today, we're going to look at a founder's compass, a tool that's all about replacing guesswork with real, measurable growth. Let's dive in. So, let me ask you this. As a founder, do you ever feel like you're just operating on instinct, making these huge decisions based on a gut feeling? It's a common spot to be in, for sure, but it can lead to wasted effort and this constant feeling of uncertainty. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. Founders almost never fail because they aren't working hard enough. The real struggle is the lack of a clear map, a lack of clarity and direction. So the big question is, how do you build one? Well, that's where a compass for growth comes into play. Let's take a look at the EDLI business assessment. Now, that stands for the Entrepreneurial Dynamics and Leadership Index. It's not just another online quiz. It's a real strategic tool that's designed to give you that direction you've been missing. Think of it like a strategic growth engine for your business. Its whole purpose is to give you an objective answer to three absolutely critical questions. Where are you right now? Where do you really need to go next? And maybe most important of all, how are you going to get there? So what makes this so unique is that it's built on these two core pillars. On one side, you've got founder readiness. That's the who. It's looking at your mindset, your leadership traits. And on the other side, you have business maturity. That's the what. This is all about your company's actual systems and operations. For example, on that founder readiness side, the assessment might show that your strengths in things like creativity, implementation, and just pure tenacity are completely off the charts. This tells you that your personal drive is a massive asset you can really leverage. And then it looks at that other pillar, business maturity. Let's say you get a score of 91%. That might place your company in what's called the pre-growth stage. It means you've got a really strong foundation, but you need to optimize your systems before you can really scale. This is where the magic is. It directly links your readiness with your business's maturity. Okay, so we know what it measures, but what does this assessment actually do for you? It really delivers value in 5 key ways. First and foremost, it brings clarity. It takes all that guesswork we were just talking about and swaps it for a data-driven snapshot of your business. You get to see exactly what's working and, just as crucially, what might be holding you back. Second, it creates alignment. And this part is really unique. It doesn't just look at you or the business in a vacuum. It actually draws a direct line between your personal traits as a founder and your company's systems, making sure they're working together, not fighting against each other. Third, and this is so important, it gives you an actionable roadmap. This isn't just some report that's going to sit on your desktop collecting digital dust. Every single insight gets turned into specific, concrete steps you can actually take. Things like strengthen financial tracking or enhance marketing. It's all about turning insight into execution. The fourth key is growth stage identification. By telling you if you're in the startup, pre-growth, or growth stage, it helps you focus your limited time and money on the right things at the right time. You can stop trying to do everything all at once. And finally, number 5, ecosystem access. You see, the assessment isn't a dead end. It's actually a gateway. It plugs you right into a full support system of courses, tools, and mentors, all designed to help you act on your results. You're not left to figure it all out on your own. So how does this really stack up against traditional assessments? Well, while most of them just look at one piece of the puzzle, this approach is totally different. It's holistic, looking at both you and the business. It's action-oriented, stage-based, and connected to a whole ecosystem. It's a complete system, not just a one-off report. All right, so how do you take all these great insights and actually turn them into real impact? The whole process is designed to be a continuous growth loop. Let's walk through it. It's a pretty simple 5-step loop. You start with the assessment to get your baseline. Then you review your results and prioritize just 2 or 3 key action steps to get the biggest bang for your buck. From there, you engage with the ecosystem for support, apply what you've learned, and then this is the crucial part. You reassess over time, creating this amazing cycle of continuous improvement. The key principle here is simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Assessment leads to action, which drives growth, which then prompts a reassessment. See? It's not a static picture. It's a dynamic process that grows and evolves right along with you and your business. So let's bring it all home. The whole goal here is to move from just having insight to creating tangible impact, to really spark the transformation that your business needs to not just survive, but to thrive. Ultimately, this whole journey is about moving from guesswork, random activity, and isolation over to a place of clarity, focused strategy, and real ecosystem support. It's a fundamental shift in how you operate as a founder. And let's end on this final thought. For any founder who is truly serious about growth, this kind of clarity, it isn't just optional, it's absolutely essential. So the real question is, are you ready to stop guessing and start building with real direction?